Uh, Hi, this is V. Fuck, I'm just gonna call myself V. Gonna do something a bit different than what you might be used to. If you've been watching my channel, not sure if you have, but if you have, there's a lot of cat and dog videos. But anyway, so what I'm going to do this time is I'm writing this interactive story. So I'll write a little bit of a story and put it up on the internet, and then a bunch of people decide what happens next. Yeah. And as a subset, I'm going to be putting up these videos of myself reading some of this story for you. So, yeah, ready for the first part? This will be fun. If you, at the end of the story, right, rules. At the end of the story, or at the end of the part, there'll be three choices. One, two, three. And you can vote in the comments whether you want A, B, or C, more or less. And depending on how many votes I get for A, B, or C depends on where the story will go. So if I get 5 votes for A and 2 votes for B and 3 votes for C, it'll go with A. Right. Um, there's also a little contest thing-ish. Not really a contest. But if you would like to be a part of the story, yeah, you're welcome to. There's a little commission thing. It's a little half donation thing to keep the story running if you really like it. And if you really want to, I will write your character into the story. Yeah, you can decide the importance. You can be a main character. Limit is 5. 5 main characters. I don't want to go insane. 10 supporting characters. Supporting character like Neville Longbottom from Harry Potter would be a good example. You know who he is? Doesn't really do much. Or an unlimited number of random one-shot characters like, oh hey, there's the bartender named such and such. Something like that. Right. So let's get started. Forgive me if my voice is a little weird. Bit sick. Volveretta's Interactive Tale, Part 1. The winters on the plains were extremely cold. The temperature dropped to minus 30 degrees sometimes. Today was one of those cold days, and Volveretta decided to stay inside her warm den until the wind stopped. Making sure the animal skin flap that was across her door was nice and secure, she moved through the darkness of the underground den, groping out until she found her fire-starting kit. Taking a fresh stick, she wrapped the sinew string of her fire bow around it and placed it atop some dry leaves and grass. Next she placed the firestone atop the fresh stick and rocked the bow back and forth, spinning the stick betwixt the sinew until enough friction had caused the grass to spark and ignite. Adding a few more logs, she soon had a roaring fire going, and making sure that the flap for the chimney was open, she hunkered down near the fire and warmed her frozen toes. The fire danced, and the light played across the walls in strange shapes and shadows as Volveretta stared into it. Her people were nomads and hermits by nature, and now, as she stared into the fire, she began to remember some of the old stories that were dictated to her about how they lived. To be free of outside assistance and doing everything for yourself was the only way to live with a sense of accomplishment. However, if you ever need guidance, look to a fire. The spirits in the flames will guide you to truth, her mother had said just before she left home. She tossed a few more logs on the fire pit, causing the flames to jump up in the air. With a heavy sigh, she reached into a small medicine bag around her waist and sprinkled some of the powder onto the flames. The fire turned an eerie blue color, and Volveretta looked hard into the inferno, searching for an answer. A vision came for her, one telling her of the old ways, not the ways her people lived now, but before the Sundering had scattered their people. They told of the old ones, knowledge locked and kept away from all those who were not worthy. It spoke of 6 artifacts that needed to be collected, a vision of the noble Miocene people, her people, reunited once more, flashed through her mind, and then nothing. Reeling a little, Volveretta collapsed, and the visions were too much for her to handle. When she awoke once again, the howling wind had stopped, and the fire was little more than a few glowing coals. Her head was still spinning a little as she sat up and tried to figure out what to do next. And for now. Now here are your 3 choices. Either A, she gets something to eat to regain her strength. B, look into the fire again to see what else she can see. Or C, go outside and look around. So, those are your choices. Please vote in the comments below. If you really like the story, I'm going to keep this going. And you can subscribe somewhere. It's somewhere. To keep updated on it. Yeah. So, tell me what you think. Vote in the comments. Hope you like it. Bye.